Let's learn about a very important instrument for your leadership and security toolkit that will help ensure that you're always ready. It's called Preventative Maintenance Checks and Services, or the PMCS. Let's define the PMCS, discuss some military examples and key considerations, and then we will illustrate practical applications of this tool through some business and family examples. Our motto on this channel is that life is a special operation. Are you ready for it? We think that with proper planning and training, you can be ready for almost anything that the world throws at you. This readiness comes at a cost, but the cost is paid beforehand in training, preparation, and preventative maintenance. Preventative Maintenance Checks and Services, or the PMCS for short, is the care, servicing, inspection, detection, and correction of minor faults before these faults cause serious damage, failure, or injury. These preventative maintenance checks are done at the lowest level, but also have scheduled services by experts at appropriate intervals. I'm not sure if you knew that a Humvee actually stands for High Mobility Multi-Purpose Wheeled Vehicle, Humvee. The Humvee is what most soldiers think of when they hear the term PMCS. This is because in most Army units, after morning physical training, soldiers have Motor Pool Monday where they PMCS their Humvees. They make sure that fluid levels are within tolerance, that the battery is charged, that tires are full, and that the vehicle drives. This is preventative maintenance, or PM, done at the lowest level. But it's also part of a larger plan. Every 6 months, the vehicle goes in for more thorough checks. Once a year, the Humvee goes in for its annual service. And when in combat, every 7.5 years, it gets life-cycled replaced with a new one. Preventative maintenance on weapons is mostly the same, but perhaps less regulated and scheduled. Any good military unit conducts training and/or a combat mission, and then the first thing that they do when they return is to clean their weapons. Could you imagine a Navy SEAL team back from a mission? They were running and gunning all night long. They return to their fire base and decide to eat some junk food, watch some video games, and then sleep in. They leave their weapons dirty and empty. Who cares if the enemy decides to attack? They're tired. Of course, this example is absurd. This is because any disciplined combat unit returns from a mission and immediately gets their gear and equipment ready for the next mission, or emergency, or attack. They fill up their vehicles and combat park them so they're ready to go. They clean and reload their crew-served weapons. They clean and reload their individual weapons and ensure their body armor is set up. And they make sure that communications gear is ready. Of course, you're likely not a Navy SEAL, but for sure there are things in your life that require a bit of preventative maintenance. Your concealed carry better be checked and serviced like your life depends on it. When was the last time you checked or serviced your fire extinguisher? Is your first aid kit stocked? Do you have a go bag? When was the last time you checked it? Or did a rehearsal? I think it's important to highlight the cost of not doing preventative maintenance checks and services. Honestly, what is the cost of failure? Or inversely, what would you pay to succeed? What if the cost of success or failure, life or death, was only a few minutes of preventative maintenance? Would you put forth the effort or take the easy route? I can only imagine how terrible it would be if your kid gets stung by a bee, and when you grab your epinephrine injection, it's rusted solid and it doesn't work. The PMCS is perhaps a bit too much to remember, so let's just call it PM, Preventative Maintenance. The action here is maintenance, to maintain what you have, to ensure it works and is useful. But the timing of preventative maintenance is before. During an emergency is not the time to identify that something is expired, doesn't work, or is out of tolerance. Prevention must be done beforehand. Without insulting anyone's intelligence, if preventative maintenance must be done beforehand, then it must be proactive, not reactive. You must identify what needs to be done to maintain. Make a plan on how and when to check it or service it, and then you need to get off your couch and go do it. As we said earlier, the cost of readiness is a few minutes of preventative maintenance. Let's imagine that you own a small business with 10 employees who have 10 computers and 10 company cell phones. A naive business owner assumes that these 10 computers and smartphones will last forever. But the fact is, networks and computers go down without updates and security patches. Perhaps you run an antivirus every month, better yet, every day. Can you clean up storage or optimize software so your computers work faster and last longer? Perhaps you phase out 4 computers and smartphones each year so that every couple of years, each employee gets new equipment and you have a few older models for backup. A little preventative maintenance would go a long way to ensure that your business computers and network are online and functioning well. There are countless important applications of preventative maintenance towards us as individuals. We've already discussed servicing your fire extinguisher, inspecting the contents of your first aid kit, but how about changing the oil in your car, or even just cleaning your car, keeping your bike in order? Is your emergency flashlight charged? How about cleaning your tools or sharpening your axe? At this point in my life, I am convinced that if you take care of something, it will take care of you, or at least last longer. Okay, so there you have it, an executive summary of an effective tool that you should use to ensure that you are always ready: preventative maintenance. What kind of preventative maintenance checks and services do you do, and how have they kept you ready for an emergency? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to join my Life as a Special Operations team, and to forward this video to a friend who needs to see it. Life is a special operation. Are you ready for it?